Here we go, guys. Sorry, I have my shirt off. Just sorry. Man, come on now. Let's go. You're not, hey, guys, watch this. Cause you know what I'm about to do? I am about to win. Cause I haven't won a game yet. Cause I've really never played NBA 2K20. So like, I'm gonna try to win. Okay, here we go, guys. Let's go. Detroit Pigeons. Alright, here we go, guys. Yeah. Yo, shout out to my man RJ, bro. I bet I'll wreck him in NBA 2K20 though. Possibly not, but I'm just thinking. So here we go, guys.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. The Chicago River winding its way through the heart of the Windy City. Our sight tonight. Hi, everyone. Here we are in November, and let's see.
Here we go.
We're going out east in the early D8. Well, guys. Yeah, and he has there.
Let's go.
David, thank you. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. On the wings, Kennard and Smith. Andre Drummond is out there with Morris, and it's Rose in at the point guard position. And for Chicago, Markkanen and Carter are up front. Levine at the 2 with the 3, and it's done in at the 1. Here's Snell. Here's Drummond. First Pistons turns off as they
here we go.
hit a shot. Drummond's got the first points up on the board for the Pistons. Passes to Carter. Over Drummond.
That was off. Oh, I'm rusty, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just so rusty.
And a major strength of this Pistons team in recent years has been their rebound. The whole team.
Come on, let's go.
I mean, has only been emphasized more since Dwayne Casey has come in. A very tough team to deal with on the glass.
Oh my God.
Bean passes to Dunn. Now Carter. He's covered by Rose. Carter kicks to Markkanen. Over Morris.
There we go.
Markkanen with the basket on the assist by Carter.
What a gifted shooter Markkanen is.
Can't miss,
because
bro.
of how confident he is taking these shots.
Here's Rose. This basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
How about that one? Maintain control and finish the play. And boy, what a year it was for Derrick Rose. And the sea of
I didn't even mean to foul.
That he would get back to what he once was, as he was electric.
Now here's Levine. 14 points from him the last game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. Good work there as it goes.
Guys.
Slugging off the defense. Markkanen knows he has the size to do damage inside.
Here's Rose. After the made shot from Lauri Markkanen. Rose surveying the D.
Come on, where's my defense?
And for Rose, so many had written him off, but he was a huge factor for the Timberwolves.
Let's go.
A tremendous passion for the game, and it really
Zach LaVine's my favorite player on the Bulls.
Last season,
and White, he's really good too. No, I did not. See, I was trying to go over there. It's like I'm new to these controls.
About himself, I mean, he kept everybody else in the loop. His passing was tremendous.
Oh, what?
Easy to keep him from converting.
That was in. What?
Airtight.
Morris with the bucket. Morris has got his second bucket.
Come on, down by 7. What am I doing?
On the board. Yeah, Greg.
Okay, what am I doing?
Basketball, reading the floor well and executing.
Now here's Rose, coming off a stellar performance against Toronto.
Can I not steal the ball?
Here's Drummond. Now the pass to Morris, and Morris throws it down.
I I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution. So
down by 10, are you serious?
Juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Here is Carter. Left side, Levine. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Looking to end the run.
Let's go.
Contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
2?
You see Zach Levine in the Bulls.
Man, I want to make one of them shots. That'd be a good.
That sent him here. He was a big part of the deal that sent Jimmy Butler out of Chicago.
Amerson.
And with Levine and
What?
Butler trade, there were a lot of critics at the
Bruh,
time. But you know
I'm
what,
dead.
Greg? It's worked out for the Bulls.
And Kevin, the Bulls took a chance with Levine, and he.
Dude, why does he make threes every time? Like, every time they get the ball, they score threes. And they're like almost not even that wide open.
And
Oh, what? I threw it on
now
top.
we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Please step on my game.
Young's checked in. Detroit also making some changes. Blake Griffin comes in for Morris, and Reggie Jackson's.
What?
And he commits the intentional foul.
Ooh.
Christian Wood comes in for Andre Drummond, and Langston Galloway subbed in for Derrick Rose.
Please, let's go.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Now, here's Valentine. 5 on the clock. To the middle. Griffin with the...
No. No.
Jackson against Levine. Left side, Griffin. Here's Wood. Rebound by the Bulls.
That's sad.
Coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one.
I didn't even mean to pass it back.
Point.
They had a hard time.
It's like my controller's like sticking. I can't.
Now here's Jackson. Thaddeus Young missing his last shot. Back to Galloway.
Three, two, 1.
Here's Griffin. Off target from outside. And so Levine will bring it up now for Chicago. A 12-point game. And Young with
go.
the basket on the assist. Valentine.
There we go.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Outside Jackson.
Who?
From 12 feet out. It is good.
Their play on both ends.
I need to score threes right now, dude.
They can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
Here's Gafford, following the score by Reggie Jackson.
7.
Young left side.
Come on.
Detroit leading by 12.
I'm.
Cash in from close range. The Bulls have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Here's Young. Pass to Gafford. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
That was money.
Satoransky, no good. Detroit's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Rebound by the Bulls. Gafford's got 4 rebounds. And out of bounds.
Oh my god. I'm trying to throw it, but it's like going all the way over, dude.
7 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Griffin. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Oh, and when there's an open man, Jackson finds him, making it look very easy.
Here's Dunn. And
Let's go.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock.
That's
That's the way you want to end the quarter. Momentum on your side.
what a performance for Derrick Rose. He has been the story for Detroit. He notched 8 points in the quarter.
Yo, Derrick Rose was on the thing. Derrick Rose was on the Bulls.
He's got somebody to take some of that lead.
One time, I think, yeah. I threw it in his hand.
This team can be.
Dumbasses.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And Stephen Clark Pistons pretty much in control here.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
On the court for the Pistons, we've got Reggie Jackson, Wood out there with Kennard. Then there's Griffin, and it's Galloway in at the 2. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, and Blake Griffin, Pistons have
I should have like 20 right now.
probably going back to the
I'm having mental mistakes.
2004. A return to all-star form for Blake meant tremendous individual numbers last season. The Pistons hadn't won a playoff game in more than a decade. Still not the result they want in 2019. Pistons will be trying to capitalize during Blake's prime. Kevin, we'll see where this franchise goes from here.
We sure will, David, but he's a terrific player. Thank you so much. Henri Markkanen's checked in for Thaddeus Young. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Drummond's checked in for Wood. Here's Carter.
Get in, dude. Get in. Why?
Andre Drummond picks one up.
Oh, the physicality.
No.
Junior
I didn't mean to do that.
impressive. It's what makes defenders overcommit like this.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Morris is checked in for Griffin. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Langston Galloway. Rose passes to Snell. Down against Jackson. 5 to shoot. A 3-ball. And there's Derrick Rose on the assist by Jackson. Rose has got 11 points. In the new season, Chris, every team wants that fast start, but when you really think about it, how important is that in the grand scheme of things?
Well, it depends on where you are. Like, let's think about Houston last year. With the injuries, you don't want to get to a slow start where you're fighting for home court advantage. So it's very important. And usually veteran teams know that first 2-3 weeks of the season is when you can sneak teams. And if you're a younger team...
Who is guarding
Wait a
him?
minute. It's all about attention to detail, focus, and playing hard. You can get some pretty nice upsets early because when you see for young teams, once the scouting report comes out, teams hold in on you, it might be a little bit more of a difficult
Look
season
out.
after
Yeah.
things go ahead. Yeah, watch out.
Puts it up off the inbound, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Valentine's got his first points of the night.
A solid passer at his position. Carter Jr. does a nice job there, giving it up to his teammate.
Here's Porter.
Oh.
Carter down low, working on Drummond. Carter kicks to Markkanen. Over Morris. Done outside. 4 on the shot clock. Porter finds Carter, and there's the shot. Violation. Off in time.
Look at the face. Oh, I should have took a screenshot of that stuff.
Pistons leading by 17. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Morris, no good. The Bulls have gone 2 or 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Dunn, right side. And the layup falls. Dunn stands second bucket.
Come on.
And it's important that Markkanen develops his floor awareness. I mean, passes like that go a long way.
Detroit's gone 2 or 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Rose passes to Jackson. Morris with the ball. Dunn covering. Here's Rose. Up again. He hangs in there. And
Who is guarding him?
chance points. And the Pistons lead by 17.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a phenomenal rebounder. You almost need 2 players to box out Drummond.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Andre Drummond, still a very potent scorer inside, Chris, but he's leveled off a bit with his production.
Yeah, Kevin, he'll get you about 15 or 16 a night, but I don't know if he'll ever be a 20-point-per-game type of scorer. He's working on his free throw, so he could get there. A lot of fans were hoping that he'd grow into more of a scorer, but it seems like he's best off as a complimentary offensive piece.
Zach LaVine's checked in for the Bulls. Sadaransky comes in for dunk.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Outside, Markkanen. Back to Carter, and stolen by Drummond. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Snell dishes to Rose. And that one clearly a foul.
Get out of here, boy.
Shots coming up. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
Yeah, easy call.
For Detroit, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And a season ago, they hit about 75%
I don't care.
of their free throws.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
Yeah, Kevin, and last season, the Bulls making a deadline deal for Otto Porter. They were doing what they could to add to their youth core. And they have quite a number of very young contributors.
Passes it to Snell. Bounce pass from Drummond. Here's Morris. And
Who is that?
Morris has got 8.
Down by
Guys
20
like
points.
Levine and Carter, Markkanen, and Porter make up the core of this Bulls team.
Yeah, Kevin, and the Bulls were the second youngest team in the league last year. I mean, I know they're rebuilding and looking to the future. I mean, they have talent. It's just a matter of growing the right way.
And Levine, here we go. And Levine throws it down.
An absolute wrecking ball in the drive. I mean, Levine is all about dunking with authority.
And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Pistons. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. And the pass to Snell. Drummond finds Snell. Just 4 to shoot. Over Porter. That one wide left. Bulls trail by 18. Here's Gafford. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Young, the 9-footer's on the mark. Here's Rose. There's 39 seconds left in the second quarter. He dishes it to Drummond. He feeds it to Snell. Drummond trying to get himself free. Snell, that's good. Snell's got 4 points in the quarter.
And you see the work Drummond is putting the pass in the ball. Solid at spotting the open man.
And on the shot, he'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Bulls have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
So for the Pistons, Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Markieff Morris. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Tony Snell.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
That's tipped. And here comes the break. Here's Young. His shot is good. Scores his 3rd basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
Like the show of unselfishness from Porter, wanting to improve as a passer and hit his open teammates.
Rose goes in, and it's blocked. Here's Kennard. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here. An outstanding first quarter for Derrick Rose. He had 13 points and 3 assists. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. A fantastic game from Derrick Rose in this one.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's done, and it's the 1 spot. And that's the move for Jim Boylan as we begin the second half.
Well, Jim Boylan, he won the Chicago head coaching job after his interim stint. The fans were unsure of the hire, but the front office believes in him moving forward.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Oh, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Here's Carter. That one doesn't drop. And Detroit the other way now. And for Boylan, Chris, he's been a bit demanding on his roster.
Yeah, Kevin, it's going to be tough. He's tasked with molding this young Bulls core. I mean, the front office wanted a hard-nosed coach. They believe they found their guy, Boylan's approach.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
Rose with the ball. Now defended by Levine. Here's Kennard. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Kennard's got 7 points in the game.
Look at Morris break down the defense on this play. If they leave one of his guys open, he's going to get it to him fast.
Chicago calls timeout.
Very rich history for Detroit Pistons. They've been a part of the sports scene in Detroit since 1957, and they have 3 championships to their name.
Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Chicago. Wood, he's checked in for the Pistons. Jackson comes in for Derrick Rose. Pass to Levine. Right side, Markkanen. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Snell. Dunn covering. Jackson against Dunn. Jackson misses. Well, you look back at the title teams for the Pistons. There were a lot of them. Chris.
Get in, bro.
Oh, man. Well, growing up in Detroit, I'd have to go back to the Bad Boys in 89, 90, just watching them get through Boston, then, dominate the Bulls at that time. They went back-to-back winning championships. That was incredible. And it was something special, though, about my boys in the 2014. Sheed, Ben Wallace, Rip, those guys. That was fun to watch as well.
Let's go down to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, for the last 5 years, the Golden State Warriors have been the colossus that stood over the NBA. There were thoughts that most teams were not willing to do things to be competitive, knowing that they could not beat the Splash Brothers, Draymond Green, and then Kevin Durant. But the Warriors lost to the Raptors in the finals last year, combined with the injuries to Durant and Klay Thompson, have opened things up. For the first time in a long time, there are any number of teams in this league that believe it's their time.
Probably so. The West is strengthened. There's no doubt, DA. Interesting matchups coming up for sure. Thank you.
And as long as Reggie Jackson is healthy, he's going to give you some punch as a lead guard. Solid scoring option and a guy who's also unselfish in terms of getting his teammates involved.
He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
Valentine wide open. He fires. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Carter's got his 5th assist in this one. Detroit leading by 18. And for the last half decade, Reggie Jackson has been good for about 15 points a game.
And that is about the consistency you can expect from Jackson. He's always been a talent. The key for him is just staying on the floor.
Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Detroit. Langston Galloway comes in for Tony Snell. Jackson kicks to Griffin. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Griffin.
And now a look at Blake Griffin. Last season, he played outstanding. Put up about 24 points per, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. Guys, he's a difference maker off the bench. Steps into that front court and more holds his own.
Well, it's his willingness to bang down low or move opponents off the block. Those are valuable contributions.
The Pistons shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. No good on the free throw. And Kennard came into the league viewed mostly as a shooter, but he's been able to provide much more than that.
I mean, better than you think when he puts the ball on the floor. Learning how to lean into defenders and step back to open up the shot is a better playmaker than he gets credit for, and we should see him take on a larger role as he develops.
Now, whenever Jackson is driving, the D is nervous. He is just brilliant at completing his drive to the rack.
Knocked away.
And with the success they've had
See you guys. I gotta go. I gotta go eat and do homework. Hello?